we're moving on to what Nick wanted to talk about.
That's right.
Who is going to be the MVP of the season?
Well, before last week, I was going to go with one of two people. Quarterbacks, of course, Murray and Tom Brady. Let's start with Kyler Murray, right? That's everyone's probably like obvious, like, oh, MVP, yep. MVP. Well, great case. He's first in completion percentage. Yep. I believe it is 73.5. That's pretty fucking stout. Yep. With that, he's first in QBR, 116. The next closest is like 5 or 6 below that, so that's great. And he's tied for second yards per attempt with 9. The leader is like 9.3, so it's that close. He's got 17 touchdowns, only 5 picks to that 17. His own line's held up okay. He's about average in sacks. He's got 16 on the season. If you keep it right, just over 30, that's not bad. So far, he's looking good. And he's a mobile quarterback. I don't really have any of his mobile stats, but, his ability to escape the pocket, he's a playmaker. A lot of his throws and stuff he makes are on the run. He's a flashy player. So you got Kyler Murray, and then you got old TB12. Any chance I get to talk about Tom Brady? It's a good day.
Right.
He is kind of crazy right now. What is he? 74 years old. Right?
I didn't include Tom Brady. That's all you.
Okay. Well, he's old as shit.
Yep.
But he's first in passing yards, first in touchdowns, first in completions. Mm-hmm. I understand he has a stacked team, but so doesn't Kyler Murray. So I don't like that excuse, except when I get to use it for the next guy. The real MVP, who can now be considered MVP. He threw a touchdown pass last week. He can officially be considered for MVP candidacy. Derrick fucking Henry. First in rushing yards, first in touchdowns, and a really cool stat that I found looking at all his stats, first in rushing first downs. Which means, hey, we need a first down. Here you go.
Yep.
Yeah, he's done it 45 times. Next guy's like 10 less. Okay? And I'd like to look at his stats real quick. Hunter, how many weeks have we been in football? 2021?
8. No, 7.
7 weeks. 7 weeks? Okay. 869 rushing yards already. Already 191 attempts. That's 124 yards a game. 10 touchdowns.
4.5 average.
Yeah. On pace to be is it the first guy ever to get 3 straight 2,000-yard seasons?
Could be.
I know he tied. I think he tied it last year.
Not total yards, rushing yards.
Rushing yards, yeah. Yes. Derrick Henry is the MVP to me right now. I know he's a running back.
It's not far-fetched.
But the excuse that I just made for Brady and Murray that they have a stacked team, dude, they don't even, their own line's not even that stout to me. I mean, they're okay. They're a good. I guess they're a good rushing offensive line. They're not like some like, oh man, they're like the Cowboys. Like, they're not that good. They're above average, but they're not great. Tannehill's a decent quarterback, right? They have an okay passing game. Their defense is about as average as they get. They got a couple playmakers, and that's it. It's just Derrick Henry on the team. And right now, he's got them at, I think it's 4 wins, 5 wins. He's got them at 5-2, first in their division. And he's got all the stats to go with it. I think he is, right now, a running back is on pace to win the MVP, in my opinion.
That's not far-fetched. So I didn't include Tom Brady. So,
ooh,
MVP.
Who's the third guy?
I don't have a third.
Oh,
MVP,
shit. All right.
Most valuable player.
Yeah.
Who do I think the NFL will vote for? Statistically, history says it's quarterback, right? There's only been one running back in the past 10 years, and that was Adrian Peterson.
Yep.
Obviously, he was going to be Adrian Peterson at the time. So I'm going to go MVP right now, NFL-wise, Kyler Murray. Obviously, quarterback. In my opinion, Kyler Murray, still.
What?
Now, Derrick Henry, I agree with everything you've said. Derrick Henry, I don't want to say carries the team completely because their offensive line is pretty good.
Yeah,
Ryan Tannehill's not a bad quarterback. He's not great. They do have A.J. Brown, who's a top fucking tier receiver in the league. Yep. Julio, best receiver in the leagues, talent-wise. They do have a good offense. Kyler Murray, if it was most valuable player. I'm not going off stats. I'm going off if this player was removed from that team, how would they be? If Kyler Murray was gone, they would not be 7-0. 100% would not be 7-0. Kyler Murray is carrying that team on his back.
Have you asked yourself, what if Derrick Henry wasn't on the Titans right now? What if he was
I don't think they'd be as good as they are, obviously, but I think they would be decent.
It sounds the same to me.
No,
because if Murray wasn't on the Cardinals, right? You don't want to think of a person replacing him that's going to go. But let's just say he wasn't on the Cardinals, right? They just had just Joe Schmo, who's an average quarterback. Let's say that Jared Goff or fucking Jimmy Garoppolo, one of these average guys that somehow manages to start on a weekly basis, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're 7-0. You give them at least 5-2,
dude. I don't
right?
even think that
because they got this stacked roster.
The plays that Kyler makes when you watch the game are unfucking real.
No, they're incredible.
Unreal. Yeah. It's what he does as a player that makes it completely. It's just unreal. It's like when you had him in Madden. The fucker was just a fucking beast.
Quick story. I before he was big time, I got him in Madden, and he was like an 81 overall rookie, and he was the best player in the game.
A little short shit. His fucking feet move faster than a damn cheetah.
Yep.
Because he's so damn fucking quick. Take him out of the team. It's just what he does and the threat he is on the field.
Yeah.
I think you put Jared Goff in there, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah.
No, God knows. Yeah, they do have a good receiving core. Their O-line sucks ass, but they're only good right now statistically because of him.
Okay.
Because he can escape the fucking pocket and do what he does.
Yeah.
He is a dog.
I just, what you're saying, I agree, but I feel the same way strongly about Derrick Henry.
I get it. It's
you
not
can't just put some second guy running back behind there and give him the load he has and expect the same results. There's no way. Another
reason I think why it's Kyler Murray, Derrick Henry statistically the last 2 seasons has had better stats than this season. In 2020 and 2019, statistically he has done better in those 2 years. And he didn't win MVP. Granted,
the season's not over.
Mahomes, Lamar had 2 good seasons. Lamar not really, but 2 good seasons.
I agree with you that a quarterback's going to win it. And if the quarterback's going to win it, it's probably going to be Murray.
But we're not going with the NFL. We're going with what we would say.
Right. So we didn't do this last year. Right. I probably would have said the same shit last year.
I get it. 100%.
You know what I mean?
And it's not far-fetched.
Yeah.
So the reason I'm saying Kyler, I already said it, but Derrick, statistically, 2020 and 2019 had better stats. He's averaging, 4.5 yards a carry now?
Yep.
Last year, 5.4. The year before that, 5.1. Though he had a rough start this year.
His first 2 weeks, first game really was bad.
Against the Cardinals.
It was 1-something yards a carry.
Yeah.
So.
And I don't think they just utilized him right. He is on pace to beat his touchdowns as he did the last 2 seasons. He isn't on pace to beat 2020, which he had 2,027 yards, but also that extra game could help him.
That's right.
So.
That's right.
I just
17, baby.
I don't think just because of that he will be MVP. And like I just said, Kyler Murray. You take Kyler Murray out, they're not. They might fucking win 3 games.
Well, also Derrick Henry doesn't have 5 interceptions either, so you can say that too.
He does have a passing touchdown, like you said.
That's right.
He's got a better. Dog.
Yeah, he's got a 158 QBR.
Beat Mahomes out.
Huh?
Beat Mahomes.
That's right.
QBR.
Yeah. Right now, I'd rather have Derrick Henry at goal line than Patrick Mahomes.
I saw a little picture. It was, Patrick Mahomes wins MVP. Let me fucking throw a damn touchdown and get a 158.3.
That's right. See? He's got a passing touchdown now. He's on the list. If you throw a touchdown officially because only quarterbacks can win the MVP, then you're now in the running.
It isn't far-fetched, by the way, with what you said. It really isn't. And if you don't agree, Derrick Henry, Kyler Murray, your top 2, or at least 2 out of your 3.
Then who the hell what do you watch?
Yeah, I don't